Welcome to the ISE Barcelona, the annual tech show for the systems integration and audio-visual industry. So let's find out what's happening in 2026. Well, here we are at the EasyTools booth at ISE 2026. I'm with Christophe Massiot. Christophe, just tell us a little bit about EasyTools and the markets that you're in.
Well, EasyTools, we started in 2011, so we're not really the startup of the year. But we started in 2011 with a forecast. We thought that the broadcast industry was moving towards more commodity hardware, that means PCs, PCI cards, software, instead of big hardware deployments with custom electronics and so on. So we started in 2011 with that idea, and for some reason the industry seems to follow us until now. So I think the trend for the broadcast industry and AV industry these days is to move even more towards software. So we're of course ahead of this trend. What we also see in the broadcast industry is that there is less and less money, in our opinion, and so people are trying to lower costs by using cheaper solutions running on PCs, software and so on. So we're very well positioned for that. And also they are open to new business models for us. That means previously they were interested in purchasing equipment. Now they're also interested in just renting software, renting equipment, and also doing pay-as-you-go as you do on the cloud. So paying by the hour, by the quarter of hour, by the day. And so a lot of our customers are interested in that. And even more of our customers are asking for us to run the services for them. So instead of them buying our software to run services on their premises, we run the services for them on our premises. So that is like a big trend shift for us. And services, well, we can call it software as a service, it's SaaS, the acronym. Services is now more than half of our revenue.
Gosh, so you have really evolved by listening and seeing what the market wants, not deciding this is what we do, you must take this option. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Finding those solutions.
Exactly. And so today at ISE we're focusing on one of our solutions, which is the Multiviewer solution. So the EasyTools product is very broad. We do a lot of things, but one of them is for monitoring. And so we've been selling Multiviewers for years now to broadcast actors for control rooms so that they can watch what's currently airing on their channels, but for technicians. And now we have one actor in the industry called Sky Switzerland. We've been partnering with them on that, and they've been providing their customers, so the end user really, with a Multiviewer. So that's what we're showing here. You can show 5 football matches on one screen, and so the customer, the end user, can follow 5 matches at once. And this is, I think, quite new. It's a new business model. It's not new technology, of course, because Multiviewers have existed for years, but this is a new application of Multiviewers that I think is very interesting for us and for the industry.
Yes, and if Sky are buying it, then it must be good. And just because it's maybe more cost effective, the quality is still good.
Yes, the quality is still good because we have HD these days. So, and you can see we have a larger match and 4 smaller matches, and you can decide which of the match is larger. So still they can follow the matches quite well, and they have the sound.
And if people visit the stand, are they able to interact with it there? It's all set up and ready to go?
Yes, we have a demonstration of our Multiviewer, much more complex Multiviewer than what the end user is getting at home. But we have alarms, we have a lot of settings that allow you to interact with it if you want.
In terms of the software as a service, or indeed having your staff run it all for the client, how many then do you have to employ?
We're currently 8.
Okay.
We have 8 employees, including myself, of course.
And plans to grow?
Every year. Yeah, we're growing every year.
So where do you see yourself, say, this time next year?
I don't know at the point. It will depend on how big our deployments are. What we are talking a lot about also in the previous month is our partnership with a Canadian company called NetInt. So NetInt, what they do is they created a small hardware decoder and encoder. So that looks like a disk. You just slide it into a PC, and with a small piece of hardware, you can decode and encode up to 16 HD to HD channels in 20 watts. So that's very power efficient. So Of course, they did the product, but we did the integration with all our broadcast suites, so all the TS compliance and that kind of thing. So that means it's ready for broadcast with us. And so we have some deployments beginning on that. It's only progressive to progressive at the moment, so only for OTT. So that's why we call it OTT transcoding. But still, the broadcast industry anyway is moving towards progressive. So more and more it will have application also in the broadcast industry.
That's where it's going. Are you looking forward to the show? How important is ISE for you?
Well, it is important because we our plan for the following year is to expand internationally. Up to now, we've been focusing a lot on France because we're French, and we have almost all of the French channels, French broadcasters, French operators have our products. We have some clients in Italy, in Spain, in Portugal, in Latin America, but still we have a lot of room to grow, and ISE is the perfect show for this because it's international distributors, integrators. So exactly
perfect showcase for you.
Exactly what we need.
Christophe, good luck and enjoy the show. Nice to talk to you.
Thank you very much.